Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hello everyone, as you just heard the voiceover, and I'm going to try and edit that out. This is my first time doing a YouTube video. I am totally blind, so if you can't see my face, that's probably why, because I'm not in focus. And if I am, that's all great too, and as long as you can hear the audio, that's great. I actually want to talk about my surviving a brain tumor. And I want to let everyone know that, if you're, that you're not alone, basically, because I was diagnosed on the 28th of last July with a meningioma brain tumor. How it started was I was having, I'll call it spells right now, because that's what I thought of it then. I thought of it as spells. So I was having spells, and at first it was dizzy. So I felt, kind of dizzy, and it's amazing how your mind tricks itself, because I would rationalize it and say, well, okay, I'm maybe not enough food, so, we'll, eat a little more, which, we'll try to do. So it progressed. It actually, the symptoms of dizziness, I mean, that could be, when you present with dizziness, that could be anything. So, I mean, I tried to rationalize that. Then it got a little worse, where I would kind of blank out for a few seconds, and I would try and rationalize that. And, my best friend and other people in my life were telling me that I should see a doctor. I'm like, oh, no. I was pretty stubborn. I was very stubborn. So, I don't want to make that part too long, but needless to say that one day I was on the phone with my best friend, and I had, we were on the phone and talking, and, all of a sudden I went into, a spell. I'll call it right now. So I went into a spell, and she's told me this story several times, but it's so blurry. But I'll tell it the best way I can. So basically, I went into these spells. I went into 3 of them. I went into 2 of them, and then the second one, she asked me if I remember her asking me if I could sit on the floor, and I said, yes, I can sit on the floor. So I did that. And then I remember coming out of that one and being on the floor, and I remember that, and I remember going into another one, and all of a sudden, she said the knock is at the door. The paramedics were on their way because she had called them. And I don't know how I got to the door, but I got to the door and I answered it. And, it was the paramedics and my dad, Ralph, basically saying, she's going. And by that time, I had lost the fight anyway. It was like, enough is enough. If I'm having 3 of these in a row, time to go and get it checked. So I went and had a CAT scan, went to the hospital, had a CAT scan, and the doctor that I saw was very nice at the Dartmouth General, and the CAT scan came back, and he came in and he said to me, well, Trina, when we see symptoms present like this, when we see that, it generally, it means we check out the head. And I thought, oh my, that doesn't sound good, and when a doctor says, well, we check things wrong with your head when these symptoms present. And I thought, that's the first thing I thought. So something's going on. And he proceeded to tell me that I had a mass in my head. And I just went, what? Like, wow, okay. I was very shocked, to say the least. I went over to the QE2 Health Sciences Center, and they did an MRI the next day, and they, told me that I had a brain tumor. Thank goodness it was benign. But I was like, whoa, okay, like I have a brain tumor. Usually people think of brain tumors as, life-threatening, but when they told me it was benign, that was, it was not easy to take, because they told me I would lose my taste and smell, and that because now I'm blind and I've dealt with that, but I didn't know that the whole no taste and smell were coming. So, needless to say, I was emotional, like anybody would be. And so I eventually had the surgery in November. They actually put me on Keppra, and I've been having no seizures since. Dr. Clark did my operation. He's an amazing neurosurgeon. He's at the QE2 Health Sciences Center in Halifax. Dr. Clark and his staff made me feel great. They were warm and just a wonderful bedside manner. And Dr. Clark, as far as I'm concerned, is my hero because he gave me my life back. I don't have taste and smell still, but, you know, I do have, you know, I can taste sweet, sour, tangy, and salt, so I can do that. I'm very thankful for the friends that I have. One of the downsides of recovery is that I wanted to recover faster than what I am recovering at, but it doesn't work that way. So one of the downsides is that the tumor was on the frontal lobe, which actually controls emotion. And if you get a scan of the brain, you know, you can probably find it on the interweb. If you get a scan of the brain, you can look at where the frontal lobe is, and the frontal lobe actually affects emotion. So the way that it has affected me is that I could be talking to you right now, and like a light switch turns on, I'll cry, just at a drop of a hat. There's no controlling it. I have no idea when it's going to happen, but that switch is flicked on, and that's it. And they say that could take a year, up to a year, to deal with that. Even though I've had this, you know, brain tumor and I had it removed, I'm so thankful to Dr. Clark and my friends, my best friend, Nasnan, my mom and dad, Norma and Ralph, my girl, Jill, just everybody for their support and love. And I want to let everyone know that if you're dealing with a brain tumor or, you know, dealing with the feelings of that, you're not alone. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Google+. I'm there. So, and you can also find me on Twitter. So feel free to comment and subscribe. And I want to let you know that you're not alone. Okay? And you guys take care of yourselves and each other. And when I come back next time, my hair will be dyed. So that's if you can see this one. At least you'll be able to hear the audio. All right, take care, everyone. See you later. And remember, you're not alone, even though you've had a brain tumor. It's hard dealing with the feelings, but I just want to reach out and let everyone know that I'm here, and I'm here for a reason. I mean, I survived because I think, you know, I believe that we're all put on this earth to help people. And if we can't do that, then, you know, so this brain tumor has taught me a lot. And thank goodness it wasn't cancer. And I feel bad for the people that do have, you know, the terminal brain tumors, you know, and I'm going to live my life and be thankful for what I have instead of griping about what I don't. And I've always had that attitude, even with my blindness. So please feel free to subscribe and comment and rate this video. And it's my first one, so like I said, I'm really sorry if the quality isn't that great. So I will see you all later, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Stop recording.